from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU8 Sports.
Hey everyone, the Missouri football team is winding down its training camp in preparation for its first season in the SEC. In tonight's edition of Zavala at the Zoo, Ashley Zavala tells us about the players who grew up in SEC territory.
For the football players who grew up in the South, Mizzou's move to the SEC is a homecoming.
It's nice. It's nice to be able to be in that conference and be back home and be back with some good guys, some explosive teams.
The majority of the Missouri football team is from Texas or Missouri. The handful of Southern natives come from Florida, Georgia, Arkansas, and Louisiana.
I guess it's kind of like growing up here, you know, when you're from Missouri, you kind of hate Kansas. So I grew up in Florida, and I was a big Florida Gator fan. We hated FSU.
You see LSU gear everywhere. Everyone's an LSU fan. I don't care, like, what part of Louisiana you're in. You're an LSU fan, period.
The Southern players were most excited when Mizzou announced its move from the Big 12 Conference to the SEC.
I thought it was great. I mean, growing up in SEC land, I'm an SEC fan, period, of the conference. I mean, I think it's great competition every week.
The biggest thing was my granddaddy would get to see me play because he's terrified of planes, so he won't fly out here to see me play.
One of my best friends from high school is playing on the team now, so it should be good to go down there and see him. And the second we found out that we were going, he texted me and was talking to me about it.
Even though Missouri is an official member of the SEC, there's still parts of home that Southern players miss.
That's basically the Cajun food, crawfish season, you know, stuff like that. I mean, Missouri don't have crawfish season at all.
Now that I can't go to the beach whenever I want, I miss every time I go home. I want to go to the beach. I like sunsets, and I like boating. I love the water. And I love fishing. So, I mean, that's probably what I miss the most.
Even though players say that they're excited about the intense competition and visiting new schools, Southern players say that the best part about going to the SEC is having the chance to play in front of friends and family. In Columbia, Ashley Zavala, KOMU8 Sports.
And with the start of the college football season just under 2 weeks away, the preseason AP Top 25 poll was released this morning. At the top of the mountain in the poll is USC receiving 25 first-place votes. Mizzou placed 4 out of the top 25 ranked teams, including 3 top 10 teams. The Tigers host second-ranked Alabama on October 13th and 6th-ranked Georgia on September 8th. Meanwhile, Mizzou will have road contests against 9th-ranked South Carolina on September 22nd and 23rd-ranked Florida on November 3rd. Mizzou was tied for 38th in the poll and received 3 votes to be in the poll. But TJ Moe isn't concerned with the rankings.
We don't worry about them. I think we played 7 ranked teams last year. We don't care too much about that. And you know, there's a lot of teams who aren't ranked at all. And I mean, what was Auburn a couple years ago? People didn't know anything about them, and they were national champs. And you go the other way too. You got guys that are ranked in the top 5 and end up totally unranked. So preseason rankings don't do a whole lot for you.
Meanwhile, the NFL regular season is just under 3 weeks away. The 2 Missouri teams had both of their quarterbacks miss time last season with injuries. But Bradford and Castle are back healthy this season. Tonight, it's just a preseason game, but a bit more on the line as the winner gets the Governor's Cup. Both quarterbacks had a good first half. Matt Castle completed 13 out of 18 passes and threw for 142 passing yards. Meanwhile, Bradford racked up 102 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Right now, the game is in the 3rd quarter, and the Rams are up 24-10. On to baseball and Lance Lynn. The Cardinal right-hander has been stuck on what has been, for him, unlucky number 13. Lynn has been looking for win number 14 since the start of August. Lynn has lost his past 3 starts. Beautiful view of Busch Stadium. Bottom first, Matt Carpenter. Singles past the diving Jordy Mercer. Farcall will come around to score, and the Cardinals take a 1-0 lead. But in the 3rd, Mercer coming to the plate, and he singles to left. And we've got ourselves a play at the plate. Clint Barmas is safe. Game tied up at 1. Bottom 4th, Shane Robinson bloops one into right, and Garrett Jones is going to misplay that play badly. Freeze and Molina score, and the Cards go up 3-1. In the 5th, more Jordy Mercer for the Pirates. An RBI double to cut the lead in half. Lynn wouldn't pick up the win. He walked 3 and gave up 3 runs in 4 1/3 innings of work. But his offense would pick him up as in the bottom of the 5th, Yadier Molina hits a ground rule double to right. 2-run score. The Cards go up 5-3, and St. Louis holds on to win 5-4. The Royals are 16-9 against the White Sox this season. Bottom third, country breakfast. Billy Butler singles to left. Another play at the plate, and Alex Gordon is safe. 2-0 Royals. Next batter, Mike the Moose Moustakis is loose as he singles to left. Rios misplays it. Country breakfast comes in to score. 3-0 Kansas City. In the fifth, Butler singles to left again, and folks, you guessed it, another play at the plate. Escobar is safe. Royals go up 4-0, and former Mizzou Tiger Aaron Crow struck out both batters he faced as Kansas City won 9-4. And that's sports. Now a break.
Jacobs Realty is Columbia's premier property management company for anyone looking for their next place to call home.